guys, welcome back to another episode of Between Bros, our episode 9 now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Today we got a quite interesting topic. We're going to keep it a bit short for today.
Yeah.
But we're going to dive deep into this topic lah.
So, what's the topic today, lah? Could you just give us a quick light on the topic that we're going to discuss today?
So the topic actually today is about the current issue that's going on social media lah. It's based on an actual incident, but then they take it really out of proportion on social media.
Okay.
So it's more like a targeted issue lah. But I feel like they're misconstruing the issue actually, because on my opinion, as I feel like majority of us as well, is that if you're actually thinking lah about it, the difference is that they are not really trying to isolate the issue. Instead, they're grouping it as a whole, and there is all stray shots fired lah. So I'm trying in this episode, I'll be talking in more detail as to why this is not a group issue, but more of an individual issue, and how that individual problems caused by that individual does not affect the whole community. That is the main issue lah. That's one.
Okay. What was the issue, lah? Yeah.
The guy lah, that fella, he went there. He was what? He was high. He was drunk. He went go and hit the motorcyclist, right? The Malay
motorcyclist. Yeah.
the Malay father.
Yeah.
So very unfortunate situation.
Yeah.
Very unfortunate. Could have been really avoided because this dumbass went and go and drink and got high.
Sure.
By right, you should know if you are under the influence. You shouldn't be operating a vehicle.
Yeah.
So this is very negligent. Obviously, anyone can point it out is wrong, but apparently some people can't. That's the issue. That's the issue. Some people cannot differentiate between a mistake and, oh no, we have to support this guy because he's our community. They don't see the actual fault in the issue.
True.
Right? Am I wrong?
Yeah. True.
That's the thing lah. But I feel okay. For me, the main issue is because of this guy, right? Okay lah, I don't know what he was going through. I don't know what thought process he had for him to actually, do what he did lah.
Yeah.
I know people make mistakes and all, but the thing is that this consequence of this mistake is very fatal.
Yeah.
Because it caused a family to lose a father, a husband.
The life was
Right? Life was gone. Life was lost here. So you shouldn't actually take this lightly lah. Yeah, an eye for an eye. But I don't know. I don't agree with the death penalty, but then the punishment should be equivalent to the mistake lah. That's what I feel.
I feel that I agree with the death penalty. Okay. Why I agree with the death penalty? Because it will be a lesson for everyone who's drunk and drive lah. Because past few months, if you see, there's a lot of drunk and drive cases in Malaysia.
Yeah.
It's
quite.
it's not only Indians. We have other cases which happened during Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
We all know. I don't want to pinpoint the issues lah, but mainly, if we never give a very harsh punishment or just we are giving him a life imprisonment,
People won't take it seriously. Lah.
yeah,
Fair,
it won't
fair,
be serious lah. Because now itself, even though we have death penalty for murders, no one is taking it seriously.
Yeah. There's still
You can
a lot of
see
cases,
a lot
yeah.
of murders
It's
taking
a
place in
different-
Malaysia. They don't scared of the death penalty.
Yeah.
So I don't think so. There are very slight chances for them to take it seriously, even though this guy is going to death penalty.
Yeah.
There's very slight chances lah. But I hope people can, open their eyes and look at how serious is this matter is.
Understood.
True.
To actually understand that one particular person causes a life of another. It's not something to take it in a very light manner.
Yeah lah.
Right.
Yes.
So if you actually don't implement a certain serious rules for these particular offenders, how would others who are going to commit or do the same offense, not take it in a very, how do you say, they don't actually able to witness what will happen to them in the future.
Yeah. They are not really afraid of the consequences
Yeah, that's what I want. What I'm trying to
because
say.
of the severity of the punishment.
So basically, it's like, imagine right now, if you don't give them a very, very proper punishment and a severe punishment for the offenders, other people or other committers who are going to do the same thing. Sorry, let's just ignore that word. Okay, fine. Offenders. Okay, if they don't see what's going on right now, meaning what I'm trying to say is, if let's say this particular punishment is not implemented, other people who are going to commit the same offense, they will not take it seriously.
Yeah. Yeah.
If they don't implement the death penalty right now,
Mm.
the other offenders who are going to be like, continuing this particular offense by, like drunk and drive and everything.
Yeah.
If they're going to go and same thing happen, like let's say, for example, they go and kill another person.
Mm.
You think they're going to be afraid?
Yeah. lah.
They just going to think like, oh, nothing lah, I'll kill this one guy. What? Minimum, I'll just go to jail. I just have to pay certain fine.
Mm.
That's
Yeah.
it. I'm going to come
If
out.
I
I'm going to live my
go
life.
15, 20 years, I come out lah.
What they don't understand is that the moment they took a life of a person, it's not only going to affect that one particular person. If let's say the person actually has a family, like what happened in this case,
Mm.
he does not actually want to understand that this person's life that he took is only going to cost the family's life as well.
Yeah. lah.
What
Everybody around the person.
yeah.
lah.
So for this case, for example, a father is gone. What's going to happen to the wife? What's going to happen to the children? How are they going to support the family? The father is the one who was actually the sole breadwinner of the family. Now, to actually shed a few more important points in this particular case, at that particular time, the father was actually on the way to go and get textbooks for the child's education purpose. And he was actually doing his job as a father for the children. And now, because of this particular person, father's gone.
Yeah.
A
Very
very
unfortunate lah.
responsible person just gone like that from the face of the earth.
We don't know so much lah about them all.
Ah.
Alright.
You know?
But don't assume first. But
But
from what we know, yes lah.
Mm.
Unfortunately, what happened was horrible. But
Yeah, but another thing you also have to understand, when all this happened, how do you think the child will take?
yeah, of course lah.
The child will actually start to have certain hatred.
Fair.
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 It's not good for the family, the children as well.
that one is actually, it's the mother's problem. If the mother can educate the child well, like telling, okay, not all the races are same, or not the races you
Not
see,
a race issue.
it's not a race issue, it's an individual issue, then it won't become a hatred for the child. If let's say the mother is telling the child like, oh, this race is like this race is always drunk and everything means then
The child will
the
have
child
that.
after grow up,
Mm.
he will call us. I mean, yeah, lah, all Indians, he will call us lah, that we are the drunkards and
Yeah,
everything.
because he only had that thought implanted in his mindset in that young age itself.
Yeah, but that one is the mother's problem now. We are not here to discuss about that,
Mhm.
but still, we are just sharing it.
Yeah.
But main thing is, in social media, like what Maddy said, people are taking it as a racial issue, which I think it's stupid lah.
It's not fair.
It's stupid lah. I won't call it it's not fair. It's stupid lah, because we all are well educated. We know this is individual issue.
Yeah.
This is not to play as a racial issue among us.
Yeah.
Because we can bring up a lot of cases where the other communities are involved also in drunk accidents and everything, where causes other people's life. But unfortunately, this became a highlight because there's a proof of dash cam and everything, But as we see, when we talk about the main problem here, I feel like Indians, they don't take responsibilities for what they're doing. They started to support, or they started to, they started to think up, okay, there's an issue going on, we have to go and support. We have to be support, then it's called a patriotism for our Indians.
The community. But,
But I think it's wrong lah. He did a mistake, he should get the punishment.
he should be responsible.
He should be responsible. It doesn't matter he's an Indian, Chinese or Malay. We are not talking about that.
Yeah.
The law is same for everyone.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter from what religion you are, you know.
Yeah.
But if you are telling me, if you are, if you're telling me that this particular case it's a racial issue, I don't accept it, lah.
Yeah.
And whoever is talking in the social media saying that it's a racial issue and everything, I think so. You all should educate yourself first, lah.
You should
Because-
understand, the difference between a group basis and an individualized offense.
That's what I'm trying to drive home here, because the thing is like I mentioned, it's an individual issue. It's not a race issue. The thing is, just because this one sections of this one guy,
1%, yeah.
it does it does not reflect
to the
whole-
whole
to
The,
the
the
whole
entire
community.
community, yeah.
Yeah, so okay lah, I get it. The majority of the cases can appear as if like our Indians are mainly the one that's drunk, so they drunk and drive. They drink, they drive under the influence. All this I understand, but the thing is, you are not looking at it as a whole. You're just looking at a few isolated events, and then you're making a judgment already. That's not enough. If you really want to make it a whole race issue, you look through lah. You look at the let's say for example DUI accident index. You look at that. You can see how many crashes happen in Malaysia a year. Let's say we are just talking about Malaysia lah. So how many accidents that due to DUI or due to alcoholism or whatever, drunk, you see how many accidents happen a year, how many deaths a year. Then you can see the causes, you can see which party involved and all this. You'll get like a rough estimate as to, this is caused by this community, that community, that community. You can get an estimate.
But
You-
that's not the entire focus right now, lah.
Yeah,
Right.
the focus is not about the community. The focus is on the individual, because that individual made the stupid choice to go and drive under the influence.
Yeah.
There's many ways you can go about it. Like if you are drunk,
True.
if you are not clear and everything, you can always take Grab. All right, you can always call a friend.
Mhm.
You can always call somebody close to you to send you back home. There's no such thing as, I got nobody, I got no way to go, or I have to drive, even though I can't see the road properly. That's kind of stupid, no?
Yeah.
So it's a serious offense, lah, because for me personally also, I really hate drunk drivers. You're putting everybody's life at risk.
Yeah.
Why would you do that? It's a stupid choice, because not only that you're putting other people's life, you're putting your own life at risk. It's a stupid decision. Either if let's say you really cannot drive and you got nobody else, sleep in the car.
Yeah.
Just sleep in the car. Few hours. Why not? Let's say you sleep for 30 to 45 minutes or so, you should be okay already when you get up for a
Yeah.
while.
Sleep through it, lah.
Just sleep through that sleep until you sober lah.
Mm.
Then you bring your vehicle, should be fine. Right? That's the thing. But then
Depends on what you take also, lah.
Yeah.
whatever it is, also make sure you don't drive when you're drunk.
Yeah.
That is the biggest issue here. So that reflection to the whole community is really wrong lah. Really, it's an uneducated what do you call that? An uneducated
Concept.
no point of view lah. More uneducated point of view. Like you have to kind of get your facts straight lah. And then like you mentioned about the patriotism for the community, for these Indians, for this instance lah. It's stupid as well. It's very stupid, because you see the guy make a mistake. Right? What are you doing coming and supporting like, oh no lah, we have to support him, because he's Indian. So what? So what is Indian? He still made a mistake.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter you Indian, Chinese, Malay, whatever race you are. If you make a mistake, you made a mistake. That's it. If let's say there's justification for the mistake, let's say you're cornered into it or you're framed for it. And then if you know the entire story, you want to support, go ahead.
Yeah.
But if you know the mistake, you do the mistake, you have to, you have to, how to say,
Take the responsibility for it.
Ah,
I think,
you understand lah, that's a mistake.
Yeah.
Don't be like, even though it's a mistake, you turn a blind eye and be like, oh no, but then he's this X race or particular race. That's the same race with me. So I feel like I have to support it. It's dumb lah.
yeah, and also like don't compare lah. Like by comparing, like, how come this race can do this? They won't get any action for that. They don't any punishment or whatsoever. You should not do that, because it's actually focused on one particular person.
Yeah, it's an individual.
Ah,
So don't make assumptions or judgments lah. based on just because this individual will be like, let's say for example this case. So you say like, oh, this individual drunk lah, oh, all Indians like this lah, all Indians drunk and then take drugs lah and then go drive around, you know.
That's a wrong point of judgment for literally putting like just because of one person's mistake. You want to say that every single person in that particular community does the same thing.
Yeah. There might be a bunch of them. There might be a lot of them also that do it. But however it is, so it does not reflect everyone. So make your judgments wisely. You know, that's the thing.
If you all want to talk about bring about other cases where it's not judged in the court or anything, it's fine. It's fine to bring up. It's fine to bring up to the public social media forum and everything and discuss about it. But don't bring it as a racial issue. Don't
Yeah.
bring it as that. If we are living in a country with multiple religions here, and we are living for so many years, don't make a mistake bringing it as a racial issue. Don't show the racism here. So this particular part is for Indians to watch lah. That doesn't mean other communities cannot watch. But you all watch lah. But I'm going to talk about the inside issues what our community is facing. What we are not looking into it, or what we are avoiding to fix it in our Indian community lah. First issue, first main issue, what we are facing in Malaysia, we Indians don't have unity among us. We have the audacity to go to a shop, all the Indians, we have the audacity to go to a shop and there's an Indian gang sitting there, means, or Indian family sitting there. We look at them like they owe us 50K.
So that,
If let's say they are watching,
Indian style.
Yeah, the Indians there.
and if let's say they are giving an eye contact, we have another braveness to just ask, what lah you're looking? Want to fight? What do you want to fight?
Especially these younger fellas.
These younger fellas.
Males lah, mainly.
I don't know why you have to do that. What is so proud moment for you to do that in front of the public, in front of the other community, and you are just bringing down our name, just like that.
You think you look cool lah? You think you look so macho ah? It's not. Why? And the thing is, I think about it. We are the minority here, right? If you really want to think about unity, we have to help each other. So why would you fight each other? I don't understand that concept also.
Yeah, like there's no any reason to even give that stare in the first place.
Yeah. That's the thing.
You stare, it's like you're inviting for a fight.
Yeah.
Like you want the fight to happen there.
Yeah.
That's what they're trying to provoke lah. But why?
Why you are provoking other people? There's no issue there. First of all, they came to a restaurant, they want to have a good dinner or good lunch.
Yeah.
Same goes to you. You are coming with your friends or whatever it is. They also came with their friends. They also came with their family. Why you want to do that? Why?
That's what lah. So the thing is, right, there's fault to both the parties. Because one fella is looking, another fella also looking back. So this fella think that fella want to start something.
It's like trying to provoke something.
So like why? Why start this nonsense?
I don't understand why
Like-
you
like
have to do that.
why can't it be like just look at it, smile, wait. That's it.
Worst comes to worst, you don't want to smile. So just mind your own business lah.
Yeah.
That's it.
You don't want to greet me. Just mind your own business. Why you want to stare like you owe them or you need to collect money from them?
Yeah.
What's the issue there? That's the main problem with Indians. Whatever problems happening here, you're not coming together to solve that issue. You all are divided into parts like, oh, these Indians like this lah. This kind of Indians are from this family.
Yeah.
This kind of Indians are like this only. We cannot change them. Come on. We all are from the same community only. You all have to come together to solve an issue. You all have to be together. Then only other people want to question us or want to do something towards us or want to create a negative view towards us. It won't work. You all are just making things very easy for other communities, like I directly said, other communities to pinpoint us our mistake.
Yeah.
First. Second thing, I think so. The biggest thing is you all started to, not you all, the Indian communities, youngsters from school, they started to think gangsterism, going into gangsterism is the biggest, proudest moment in their life. You know,
Yeah.
being as a pusher in Malaysia will make you billionaire and everything. But what you don't understand is the life beside that line. What you will face,
The
what you will go
consequences lah.
through, what your family will go through. And I will say the children's or the students become like that, it's because of their parenting.
Yeah.
Not everyone going to agree this lah, because they will say, oh, parenting is not to blame. They have their own brains and everything. Those who are commenting this or those who are thinking this, if you're talking like this, it's because of your parents. You know, it's because of your parents. Who you are today, it might 50% comes from you and 50% from your parents.
Upbringing.
You know,
Yeah.
how they bring up you and everything. You cannot blame your friends. You cannot blame the circle around you, your society or anything. It's your parenting. There are students or there are people who from estate became doctors, lawyers, and a very big shot like Malaysia. But there are also people from the same estate become a gangsterism, become a gangster, become a so-called ayah handler, all this stuff, you know. But what you achieve from that? What is so cool about that? Can you just think? Just put yourself in the shoe. Think of yourself. You are a big gangster, and you are going to sit in a mama and going to have a good lunch. Will you eat peacefully the lunch, or just thinking, what if someone just pull over here and shoot me? What if someone just come here and chop me off here?
Yeah, you want to
You know, these what the points you should see. Indian community should talk about, should see how to solve it. Not that we are sitting down or being a keyboard warrior telling, oh, this Indian is like this Indian is like that. Come on, you are also Indian.
Yeah.
You know, you are not some other religions or what. You are also Indian. You support for the right thing and you don't support for the wrong thing. That's what. And you support someone killing there and you just tell him, oh, he have family lah. Why lah? They want to, put him in jail or what will the children do? Come on, it's a gangsterism. The moment you take a gun or something in your hand ready to chop off someone, you are going to die. And one day, your death is going to come. You know, it's either by police hand or it's either from another gangster member. And why is it that doesn't mean other communities don't have these issues on? But why I'm pinpointing these issues? I'm also from India. I'm also my religion also from Indian. But why can't you all see that we also face the racism outside there?
True.
They label also, we are drunkards, we are bottle ketchup, we are everything. We also support Indians, but at sometimes we think, why should we support Indians when they don't understand what they're doing?
Yeah.
Correct lah.
You know,
To what point, how much we can take until we support lah. At one point also we'll be like, oh, you know, we try to support also, the problem just getting worse and worse and worse. It's kind of getting more difficult lah. It's kind of getting more difficult to actually
Stand.
to stand your ground lah for this
Mm.
issue, because as you can see, like what I would mention already, day by day it's getting worse. The cases and everything. So day by day you're actually throwing more shit to the name of the
Yeah.
community. So how lah then? It's very hard to like try to clean up here and there to actually support. This is it's a big issue lah, to be honest. So I don't understand why. Okay lah, maybe okay lah, like we said about the upbringing, all right. Okay lah, maybe some people can give the excuse. All right, since maybe they're unfortunate in a certain like class, certain class of financial, financial situation. Okay, fine. I can understand that aspect. But however it is also, there is a certain way you can bring up children. There's a
Yeah.
certain way you can take your, how to say, take
Responsibility lah.
responsibility is one of them. And then you can also take opportunities. There's no way like, oh, since I'm stuck in this, for example, like a B40 class, I'm stuck in B40, I've got no hope, because I'm poor. I have to go and sell drugs. I have to go and be a gang member and all this kind of thing. I have to do crime. Who say? Who say that's the only thing? You always can find some way. There's always ways for honest living.
It's quite sad, lah. Just because of one particular individual's mistake, the entire community gets the name.
Yeah, but it's a bunch of
It's not particular individual. It's a bunch of individuals.
Yeah, I mean, it's like that. Even though it's a bunch of individuals as well, it's still like one person's act still cause a huge ripple with the entire community.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Now we're talking about as a whole.
Yeah.
So a lot of the more the individuals involved,
The
the
huger
worse
the ripples,
the,
lah.
yeah. So the worse the impact.
We are talking about this because we don't want the future of Indians in Malaysia to just be like we are the criminals.
Yeah,
You know,
our
wherever
whole identity is gone.
our whole identity is gone. Whatever our great grandfather or ancestors did in Malaysia, we are just washing it out with our crimes. We don't do well in our education nowadays, and we are getting smaller and smaller in our population. We are just going smaller and smaller. From 7%, we went to 6.8. Now we are 6.2. Next, what, 5.8? What we are going to do with that?
Yeah.
What we are going to do? Day by day, everyone is just targeting Indians. Everyone. It started from now. It has been started with our temples. Now, sooner or later, they will start it with our Tamil schools. What identity will have in Malaysia for Indians? Think about it. It's not wrong that you are in a B40 family, but it's wrong when you choose to live the B40 life as a gangster. You can change your B40 family's lifestyle. You can change. It's like you don't want to change because you tend to think like, I be gangster, it's proud moment for me. I put my gangsterism videos and everything. It's a proud moment for me. I put TikTok, it's a proud moment for me. Especially nowadays, we don't need to talk about girls.
Yeah.
Girls are too much into
The rowdy boys.
Yeah.
It's like putting themselves into this gangsterism and everything.
Yeah, all these rugged fellas like that all. But why this topic? It influences.
Yeah, it
them to go.
influences. Like those days where got girls like did TikToks like this. Just tell me where got this
Where?
everything from the starting point itself influencing, and you're showing that Indian community is like this. We are like this.
Right.
Don't tell me you post in TikTok I'm from this gangster shirt or this gangster shirt and anything. I don't want to mention any gangster shirt here, but I'm just telling you. But posting like that, other religions also can see, and other religions also can go through that. And you think what? They will think, oh, this is cool stuff lah. They'll be probably thinking, this is what Indian is.
Yeah.
This is what Indian is.
That's what it is.
Yeah, plus you post it in the TikTok or Instagram or any social media. You think only the Indian community is going to watch it? Sir? No.
That's
In
what
the-
I
in
usually
the
say.
entire Malaysia,
And
yeah.
why do you think that if at all the Indian community is the only one watching so why they think it's cool?
Yeah. Probably you are the one only thinking it's cool, but other people are just upgrading their life.
True.
They see this as disappointment.
Yeah.
They'll be like, see another one more. I actually I don't want to use the word lah, but the thing is, it's another one more like waste of space. You feel like why you see another one more problem lah to the community. That's what we will think. If you're not in that life and everything, I don't know how you think that it's cool. I represent a gang lah, or I do crimes lah. How is it cool? You are actual issue to the community. Your actual issue to wherever we are staying, that population, that area, you actually a problem. So how is it cool? It's kind of stupid life.
So-
Think about it.
So like what you all say, like it's quite sad to see all this happening. The important thing right now is we have to talk about how to prevent all this.
Yeah.
It's very, very important. Okay, so first, what you can do is focus on the education. School systems. School system actually plays a huge role in bringing up the community. Tamil school. I'm not telling that right now the education system is not so good or what, but you guys can improve it. Make sure that the students or the children knows to differentiate between what is right, what is wrong, and what does each of these decision making choices will give impact in the future.
I will add to the point. That the teachers don't give respect to the students, and the students also don't give respect to the teachers. The teachers just throw out bad words towards the students, and from there, the students just pick up the bad words and use it to the friends, use it in the house. And today, they are a lot of parents are not sending students to Tamil school because of these reasons. And this one more major issue Tamil school students facing, they cannot, after they finish the standard 6 in Tamil school, when they go to Kebangsaan school, they will have a very hard time
Yeah.
to cope up with Bahasa Melayu, BM exams. They will have a very hard time. Why? Why is it a very hard time for you? When a student coming from a Chinese school, they can cope up. But why is it from Tamil school, Tamil student cannot cope up BM in Kebangsaan school? You will be first in UPSR and everything. Your grades are good. The moment you come to Kebangsaan school, your grades will drop. Why? When we ask you, because you don't understand what they're teaching. You don't understand Malay.
Yeah, true.
But not all the Tamil student lah. But just go and you can go check how many students are studying in Tamil school. Probably each Tamil school got only 20 students, 30 students.
See, exactly. See, basically, see, this is why it's important to understand what's going on in your children's life. To parents, basically, what's going on in the school system itself. See, exactly like what Ivan mentioned earlier, how the teachers educate the students, how the students will actually learn from the teachers. This actually shows how it impacts them when they grow up, when they enter into society in their adulthood life, which will actually, how do you say, the way they shape their future is based on what they learn from the school systems. And you saw what's going on. It's literally very sad to actually see what's going on in our community, you know? And again, like what Ivan mentioned earlier, and because of all these things which are going on in the school, in the primary school itself, it affects the students' grades in the secondary life, the uni life. I'm not saying all the students are bad, but there are students who are actually suffering. Why can't the teachers actually take this into consideration and helping the students to shape their life much more better rather than using harsh words? Use proper words to guide them. It's not wrong. You can scold them, you can get mad at them, yes, but don't use words which is not going to shape them into a better person. You shout at them with all these harsh words and everything. Is that going to change their life? No, it's only going to worsen their life in the future. That's one thing. Second thing, system. School education system, like for example, the teaching, like what Ivan mentioned earlier. You have to understand, right now in Malaysia, you're not only going to speaking your own mother tongue. To communicate among all the other races, you need to speak the national language, which is Bahasa. So that have to be a very, very important focus. You see, in Chinese school, right, even though they do use their own mother tongue, Mandarin, right, they still focuses the student to have a proper understanding and proper speaking in the national language. Even though they don't speak it fluently, but they are able to speak with proper understanding of each of the words they use. Why? Because if you actually go to Chinese school, right, any books or any papers they have, the top sentence will be in Bahasa. The sentence below that will be in their mother tongue, which is the Mandarin language. So this actually helps the student to understand that each word, what is the word means in both of their language. You know, it actually give them a proper understanding on how or what they should use to speak. That's a very, very good
That's
thing,
really good. Yeah,
which they should implement in Tamil school as well.
it's true.
Okay?
True.
And then, see, another thing, it's very sad. Tamil language is actually a very beautiful language, which many of these students nowadays they are unable to actually uh, how do I say it to accept. Why? Because of the way they have actually taught the school. It's sad. And it's way more saddening when you actually get to know that in Tamil school alone, the entire school only got like what 20 to 30 students.
Yeah, lah.
It's really sad.
It's a school,
Yeah,
All the tuitions are there.
exactly. Okay, apart,
Think-
okay.
think- think about the
Let's
thing.
just put the school system aside. Second thing, which is very very important part of every single student or every single individual's life: entertainment, movies, films. Why is the the contents which you want to follow are not the right ones? Like for example, okay, we all know how Tamil films are. You have all these fight scene, action scenes, and everything. You can be the hero, but you have to understand, inspire from the character, not based on how they are acting or how are they fighting with all this action scene that's going on in the movies.
Yeah. No, the thing is, these fellas, they cannot differentiate between movies
And reality.
reality.
Hmm.
So they want to be like, oh, look at the guy, he punched that fella.
He's
Fella
flying 10
there.
feet away.
Damn mass. I also want to do one time. And then they'll try.
Yeah, but what you don't understand is in the movies, it's all planned choreographing, martial arts.
It's all fake.
Yeah,
It's
but
a story.
In actual life, it's not going to be like that. You think what? You go and punch one person, the second person just going to stand one side, just wait until you attack the first person, and then okay, now I'm going to enter now, I'm going to attack you. It's bullshit.
The main thing is right. Don't copy. Alright? It's not about you seeing whether you can punch or not.
Exactly.
It's about don't take the influence that
Movie makers.
for violence. The main thing, don't take the influence for violence there.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's a movie. It's there for entertainment only. There's nobody actually getting hurt in there. There's nobody actually inducing rowdyism in there.
Yeah.
It's a movie. Just take movie at face value and go. Don't make it your whole thing.
See, this is the part where students in the school should be taught to understand, to differentiate between what is right, what is wrong, what is real, what is fake. With
Yeah.
all this understanding, then they will have a proper character development of making sure that each of the choices they make makes sense in their life.
Yeah.
You know, it plays a role. Third, influences. If you're so good in influencing people on mentioning that you join this gang, that gang, how about you use that platform to educate the people?
Fair.
Like, okay, see,
Fair.
very simple example, huh? There has been so many contents and videos that I've seen. Rather than you bringing up the community, you are just pushing the community down. What's the
you,
whole point of it?
you can use that to do something better, right?
Yeah, like
can
a
use
very
that-
simple
that
example.
influence.
A very simple example. Oh, sorry. Yes, a simple example.
Okay.
You are already in a very good position. Okay, for example, you're doing well in life. You are financially well. Your education background is superb and everything.
Okay.
Why don't you use all those benefits to use that and teach the others?
Hmm.
Why you want to be selfish with all those benefits that you're having, that you don't want to share it to all the other individuals?
Yeah,
Do you get what I'm saying?
understand? Yeah, I understand.
That is very, very important. You share. That's when you bring up the community together as a whole. And
fair.
final, just very, very important. Parents' upbringing. This is something some of you guys might
This is-
feel is very, very controversial. Some will
This
say it's
is-
wrong. Some say it's not the main thing to focus on. Some will say the parents actually brought the children right. The children is the one who didn't actually understand what the parents say, and then they don't actually have wrong friends, wrong circle.
Nah.
No, it does not actually place, give you that particular point to say in this particular point. What I'm saying is that how you bring up your children is exactly how your children will act in society later. The moment you discipline your child, not by anger, not by scolding, not by any emotional trigger, you give them a proper education at home itself, it's already enough. You talk to them politely, you bring them up in a very a beautiful way,
Yeah.
meaning
You instill moral values.
Ah.
You bring them up properly.
exactly. See,
It's easier
as
said
we
than
know,
done. The thing is, it's easier said than done.
Mm.
But you have to be aware.
Yeah.
Your child is going to be a part of society.
Mhm.
So, do you want him to be a positive impact or a negative impact? So this is a really big, like how to say, a really big
Impact. Lah.
no, it's a big impact. Like it's like a core importance, the upbringing. Yes, it's easy to say. I understand, but the thing is, you have to, like I mentioned, when you go for the positive or negative impact. So drive home whatever you can for the positive impact. That you can instill certain values in your children, so that when they go out, they will be smart and aware enough to make right or wrong decision. That is the main thing. Even though influence or whatever, so your child should be able to differentiate what's right and wrong.
Yeah.
Not that, a few people told me, can do this, it's a crime, but people influenced me and I went ready. Are you stupid?
See,
You cannot think for yourself.
another thing, parents, especially in Indian community, you should stop shouting at your children, beating them up in the name of so-called disciplining them and motivating them so that they will be in the proper shoe.
That one,
I don't agree.
I don't agree. Lah.
No, you can discipline them.
You can
understand?
shout, you can get anger. That's their job.
Yes, yes.
Nowadays children, they are not like that because they don't get.
You don't get whacked.
They don't get whacked. They don't get a proper school.
Yeah. See, that's one thing. Another thing is actually very, very common among the Indian community as well. This beating, this
Nowadays they
shouting.
don't do.
That's why they're stopping nowadays. That's why all these people are coming from. All this problematic place.
Have you ever, the what do you call it? Have you ever get beaten from a PVC pipe?
No.
You get whacked from hose,
Have you get whacked from a hose? Have you guys get whacked from a hose?
from a belt.
Belt?
Ah,
Feather duster?
how many we change?
Slipper?
But still, growing up,
I don't agree, lah. You guys have never faced the thing. So that's why you don't scared of your parents.
That's what I feel. Sorry, lah. For me, I feel it's very important to instill that the punishment, because you get the grasp and the understanding of a punishment.
Yeah.
And then, if let's say we are too young, we don't really know. We don't really see as to like, why they beating us? I did this, they beat me already. But over time, we'll eventually understand, I did this. It's not supposed to be done. That's why I got beaten. And then when you grow more older, you realize, this is something that I shouldn't be doing. So in order for me to not end up doing this, my parents actually stopped me from doing this by punishing me at the time. So now I'm aware this is not supposed to be done here. So you get that understanding of what's right to do and what's wrong to do. So that's why I feel it's very important.
true, but you still
Tough
have to understand. You have to instill it only up until certain age. You can't actually
Obviously,
continue.
lah.
You know,
Takkan the
see,
child 20 years old. will
the
be beating.
reason why I'm telling this.
If you're 20 years old and you're still getting back from the parents, then you are wrong already.
Then,
You are doing something wrong already.
something wrong with you, lah.
Your parents have the rights to slap you at your age of 40 years old also.
Yeah, that's true.
You
But
cannot stop
see-
them. What you are telling me is, after certain age, don't beat them. Talk to them. No, that
If
doesn't
for
work
the-
with that.
In the work of upbringing, okay, until the schooling period, until they finish school, lah. At the time when they're already an adult, by the time they are 17 to 18 already, they should be aware. And by that time itself, actually, if the parents really do the job well, right, by the time they're already 14 to 15, you already don't need to worry. By the time already, you can see their understanding in them already.
Yeah.
So that's
Understood.
understand what I mean.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's a really
Needed.
important. It's really
in the
needed for
current
the younger-
generation, which they're actually missing it. a lot.
Any generation, it's lacking in the current generation.
That's what I said,
That's
the
why we
current
got all these
generation.
retards out here. That's the problem.
But yeah, lah, back you guys after watching this, you all guys can think what is so related about it when we talked in the first segment and now what is so related lah. You know why we talk ah? Actually, this issue currently this issue is happening because of why most of the Indians don't care. First of all,
That is
what
the
other
main
Indians are doing and
root,
what
cause.
this guy did, they don't care. Another part of the Indians are supporting him for whatever he did. Another smaller part of the Indians are condemning whatever he did. But where's your unity? So, a Indian is doing this, you should not support him first of all. Second, he's a 28 years old boy. Why he's like that? Sorry, man.
20-year-old man.
Man already. Sorry. We all still boys, youngsters. But yeah, 28 years old man. But that guy is like this because of what?
Yeah, by this age, he should have known what is right,
What is wrong,
what is the consequence that he would
Yeah.
happen when he
Think
does
about
that.
it.
Yeah, lah.
Just think about it. Why he's like this? Parents? No education? Or what? We leave it to you guys. You all think about it and, tell it lah. So, we are here. And guys, we're going to make an announcement that this will be our last episode for this location. On our episode 10, you probably guys will be watching our video in a new background. But
Yeah.
thanks for you guys to make us
Support us all.
support us all over there.
until
And
now.
we are really sorry for delaying our episode 8 because we went through some technical issues. There was issues we was facing to transfer files from the camera to the SD card and everything. So, but it's okay. We are here.
Yes,
We are here. And see you guys on
Okay.
our next video.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you guys.
Ciao.
Ciao.